That touchless cover never gets old. I love it. Water's looking sick, and I'm excited to show you guys what's actually happening. Hey, what's up everyone? Shaun Murray here. Welcome back to YouTube, and I love helping you guys have more fun out on the water. Low risk, high reward is what this is all about. If you haven't seen some of my videos about like slowing the speed down, start there. Because it can really show you how you can take the risk out of wakeboarding. Everyone thinks that wakeboarding is high risk, high reward, and wake surfing is low risk, high reward. But I'll tell you what, if you slow that speed down, there's a ton you can do between 16 and 18 miles an hour. And I coach people doing a bunch of surface stuff down at like 10 to 12 miles an hour, but I digress. What I really want to show you guys is what is actually happening. And I'm going to give you guys a unique view from the top looking down. And these conditions really allow you guys to see the channel of water that your board is creating. When you are out there, your board is not just riding in this flat track. We are getting down in the surface. And when you understand that your board is creating this single track and you can either be in it or you can push out of it, depending on what you want to do, it allows you to understand what's actually happening out on the water. And when you do that, it also allows you to continue to use your style. I don't know about you guys, but when I get coached, a lot of times we can kind of overthink things and lose our natural ability, and we're like just a little bit too rigid or just overthinking things. So what I want you to understand is what's going on with your board in the water. And when you do that, it allows you really to use your own style. I want you guys to not lose who you are. So without further ado, let's get out on the water.
Hey, if you don't subscribe, maybe go and click that. Also hit that notification bell, and always appreciate when you guys like and share. One of the first things I do to work on people's board control is have them go outside the wake and surf the wake, which means just carve like this, okay? And what most people do, probably about 80% of the people, they point the board thinking, all right, I got those fins on the board, I'm gonna point it this way, and then I'm gonna point it this way, and I'm gonna point it this way, and I'm gonna go this way. That's actually not the best way to have board control. What you really want to do is understand that when you are going in a direction, that board is standing not just on a flat surface, but the harder I cut, look back at this channel. If I stop cutting, it's pretty flat. But as I start to cut, now it's a wall of water. So the harder that I lean against the line, the more that wall is now pushing into me. But I want to make sure that when I'm doing it, I'm stacking up, which means don't do this, don't squat and bend over. Lean against the line, put your arms nice and straight, relax, and just let the physics work for you. All right, while we're down here, we're going to take a whip. So if you want to do this, I suggest a Murray board. It doesn't have to be. Into this boat just a little bit, right next to it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So when you're carving, rather than pointing the board, it's just lean against the line. That board is standing on a wall of water. This is when it really starts to feel cool. You'll feel the difference of getting yourself to where you're leaning against the line and your body is being supported over the water. Yeah, I know I got a big shadow, big tail. So practice this, where you lean against the line, feel the support of the water. And at first, really mellow, but eventually, you can start to get into a hard carve. And then if you want to get tricky with it, slide it out. If you want to get into that, let me show you how to release the board out of this channel. So right now, you can see that my fins are creating a little bit of turbulence there, coming off the end. It's also just the board is in this one. But if you want to get into a side slide, first practice it straight behind the boat at about 11 miles an hour. You can go watch the video where I teach it on how to ride switch. Do that at very slow speed. Once you learn that, it will help you understand how to push the tail out of the channel and then drop it back in. Push it out of the channel and drop it back in. Now, when people do this, some common mistakes, the board actually speeds up because look at the channel. Watch, now it's a wider channel, which means I'm higher up out of the water. So it feels like I speed up and people fall on the rope because it feels like they're falling back. What I'm gonna do is keep the handle still. Watch my upper body. really not moving. I just take my back foot and push it out. I'm not getting on my back foot. I'm not getting on my front foot. The water is still breaking right here between my feet, and I just push it out and drop it back. Staying out here allows me to already be almost into that spin. Very easy to do it. Another thing to see is the power slide. So this is a side slide, and then the power slide is that. Power slide, we're not getting into the details, but it's kicking the board out of the channel, leaning against the line, pushing it out, keeping the handle still. Power slide is the turn old school. Wow, wow, wow. A little bit of a jump. Yeah. A little wobble, camera wobble. So if you're right foot forward, it'll look like this. Staying on this side and pushing it out. Push it out. Notice there's not much movement in my body. Let's show you an ollie to show you what's actually happening on the ollie. What we do is we stop and then I push the tail down. And you can see a big divot in the water. It's basically a pothole. It's my own ramp. I push down and then ride out. We're gonna do one more. Watch this hole in the water. There it goes. So it's not lifting the board out, it's pushing it down. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use these rollers to do a small ollie off of, and it looks exactly the same, but we get the help of that roller energy coming through the water. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain where it is. I'm looking at this dark one right there, and then I'm gonna push down, and it's the same thing as an ollie. A couple keys, make sure you go off of a flat tail. Don't go off your edge on one side or the other, and keep the handle still. Let's see what some tricks look like. Hey Tim, double up. Perfect, there you go. A little wider, oh it's kind of tight, there you go. All right, I'm gonna show you guys how to spot a double up. So I'm looking at these rollers, I'm going, all right. Know that the darker they are, the steeper and deeper. So I'm gonna put a glow on the screen, the one that I'm looking at right now. Right here, look at the peak pop up in front of me. Good job, Timmy! That's how you spot double up. All right, I'm just gonna play for a little bit. So shift, back one. Whoop. Well, there you have it, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate it. Got questions, comments? Oh yeah, you can also share. I do want people to get better with low risk and high reward. If you don't subscribe, maybe consider hitting that. Click that. Notification helps you know when I like this live. No matter what you're doing, always enjoy your ride.